Do you ever find that you want to email your list, but you have no idea what to say? Or are you having trouble engaging with your list? Do you send out an email and nobody responds? Or maybe you send out an email, but your email system says that you can't email this number of people because they're no longer eligible to send to. Do you wonder what the heck you could possibly say to your list that they would want to hear? Well, these are all topics that I'll be discussing in today's session of Feel Good Funnel Fridays. I would love, by the way, if as we're going along, if you would comment down below with what you really like. If you would like this video, if you would share it with the people who you know need to hear it, and if you would like my page, subscribe to my page, so that we can spread this message with more people who want to hear it. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing a free offer for you to help you as you build your business, build your list. So you got to stay tuned. I'm Kim Sutton. I'm host of the Positive Productivity Podcast. I'm also a business and marketing automation mentor. I work primarily with business and life coaches, and I also have bloopers, helping them spread their messages and their products with the people who need them most. And that is why I'm here for you today. I want to help you, regardless of whether or not you're a business or life coach, share your message with the people and products with the people who need them. So again, if you're finding that you're just not getting the engagement that you need from your list, or maybe you're afraid to push send at all, I'm going to be talking about that today. In the past, I put off for weeks, if not months, sending emails to my list because I wondered what the heck they could possibly want to hear from me, period. I could continue that sentence in so many different ways. What could I possibly offer to them of value? How could I possibly entertain them? How am I going to inspire this person when, in full disclosure, I was going through struggles of my own? But then I realized my list, just like me, is filled with people. I am a person. You are a person. Your list is filled with people. At this time, it might be your mother, your aunt, your child, your significant other. Your list might only have one person on it, and that might be you. But sometimes we need to remind ourselves of our own messages. I know I've had to remind that. I've had to look back through the years and see, hey, I overcame this. I learned this. And please don't think I have a big head. I certainly do not. But I look back, I reflect back, and I see where I've come from. And I'm like, holy moly. The power's still on. It's not just on, it's paid for. You've come, and if you don't know me, we've come from renting the house that I live in now to almost losing it because we couldn't secure a mortgage, to getting a mortgage and buying the house, to almost losing it due to foreclosure, due to some ups and downs in the business, to recovering from that with a big bang. If I look back through those years, I can be inspired and be reminded to just keep on going. My list needs to hear keep on going. So I want to ask you today, what does your list need to hear? What examples, what stories from your life can you share with your list that will inspire, that will motivate, that will accentuate, and I'm looking for a word, I just can't find it, really help their lives, really help their business, really help their families, really help them in whatever area you want to help them in. What story from today, from yesterday, from last year, I don't care, from a decade ago, can you share? I've shared with my list how I went into the mental hospital in 2008 because I was sleep deprived and not taking care of myself. That was important to me. It's important to my list to know that we have to put ourselves first. So it's stories like that I share on a consistent basis. Does it necessarily have to do with marketing and business automation? Yes and no. Self-care always has to be an ingredient in our businesses. But in order to get more time for self-care, the automation helps. Do you see how those two go together? So think about what stories you can share. One of my favorite lists that I've ever been subscribed to is Seth Godin's. On any given day, he might send one sentence, he might send paragraphs. You don't need to send any more than one sentence. You could send one word to your list. You could ask them, think about it. And they might write you back, think about what? I don't know what you're asking me to think about. I might have to try that with my list, actually. Just tell them, think about it. I wonder what types of responses I'll get from that. Tell them to think about it, and keep them engaged. I want you today to think about the last time you were listening to the radio and heard a good song from a new artist that you had never heard of before. Maybe you heard that song once. You heard their name mentioned by the DJ once, and you never heard it again. And you keep on driving around, you keep on living life thinking, who was that person? I wish I remembered that name. I wish I remembered the song. Well, I want you to think about people who have signed up for a freebie for your list, and all they get is one email. They download the freebie that they requested from you, they delete the email, and then you are gone forever. You are too scared to email them because you are afraid that they won't find value. But they did find value. They found value in that lead magnet. But now that lead magnet is buried in their downloads folder and they don't remember your name. And because you are not sending out any more emails, because you are not providing content to them, they can't remember. That's what happens when you don't stay in touch. Or you went to a movie last week and you saw this fantastic new actor. You've never heard of them before. Yes, you can go to IMDb. I'm completely aware of that. But you can't remember. They're just nowhere. In order to build a presence, in order to build a know, like, and trust factor with our communities, we need to make ourselves visible. Do we need to be shoving ourselves down their throat? Absolutely not. I don't think I'm recording this on the last day of January 2020. I just want to give you a little bit of context here. I don't think I have sent a specific sales email to my list since October, November. To be honest, I'm working on my programs, but I've sent a lot of emails to my list. I went through a whole end of 2019, the 19 lessons that I learned from 2019, and it was a daily series of emails that my whole list received. Did I get unsubscribes? Heck yeah. I get unsubscribes every single time I send an email. And at this point, I'm almost cheering them on because I'm getting overages from my email service provider. But I also know that those people either aren't ready for me now or will never be ready for me. So I don't have a problem saying goodbye, saving me money. I'd rather keep people around who are interested in what I do, what I'm going to do, and even respond to the emails with, how can I work with you, Kim? And yes, I get those emails. Okay, I'm ready to come back and work with you again. The email that you sent today reminded me that, when can we set up a call? By not sending out emails, by not being visible to your list because you're afraid or because you don't think you have content to share, you are cutting off those possibilities from the start. I don't care if you're in the bathroom doing your business and you have a random thought come into your head, put it in an email, send it out to your list. As I already said, it can be one sentence, it can be one question, it can be a whole complete monologue. I'd be careful about getting too long, although I do love some of the longer emails. Just make sure there's a point to them. So send out an email today, even if your email list is only 1 or 2 people. By the way, you have to send out an email at least once every 4 months. I want to see you sending out one at least every week, but you have to send it out at least once every 4 months because so many different email systems will mark the people on your list as cold and unmailable if you don't email them more frequently than that. And there's really nothing you can do except for try to re-engage them again on other platforms, get them emails going through your automation again, because now your email system is blocking you from being able to email them. Don't make that mistake. You've likely spent ads, but I know you've spent time. If you're watching this, you've likely spent time setting up your email system, maybe setting up a lead magnet and a landing page. Don't let that all go to waste. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video. I want to know what you're going to do today, what your plan is going to be going into the future. So comment down below with what your plan is, either currently or will be in the future as far as mailing your list. Let me know. And if you like this video, be sure to click like, share it with anybody that you know needs to hear it, and like or subscribe to this page. Again, I'm Kim Sutton. I'm the host of the Positive Productivity Podcast and a marketing and business automation mentor for life and business coaches. But it's my purpose to help you get out of your business and back into your life by giving you easy techniques to help you work smarter instead of harder. I will be back on Monday with my next session of Next Level Mondays. But until then, oh, I almost forgot to give you your gift. I have my Feel Good Funnel 4-part free video series. You can click the link in the description and go get it straight away. It's a 4-part free video series. I have probably an hour to an hour and a half of training in there, and it's my intention to help you build a funnel that does not feel like a nasty first date. I don't know about you, but I was on a couple of those, and I never want to have to enter the dating scene again. And I don't want you to make your leads, your prospects, feel like they're on a nasty first date either. So let me support you in building a feel-good funnel for free. Now, with all this said, again, I'll be back on Monday with my next session of Next Level Mondays. But this is Kim Sutton signing off. Go forth and have a positive and a productive day.